Hi, folks. Welcome back to our Week 2 NFL picks. Last week was a brutal week. We went 7-9 straight up, so hoping to turn that luck around. Of course, Week 1 tends to be a little bit unpredictable as it is, with the team still shaking off a lot of the rust that they didn't get done during the preseason. So let's get right to it. Minnesota at Philly here this evening. Really like Philly at home. They did withstand the storm in New England last week, so I like Philly at home. The line is 6. I'm not sure that 6 is going to be. It might be a little too fat, but we'll see. But I do like Philly at home. Sunday brings us Green Bay at Atlanta. I like Atlanta at home. Green Bay doesn't do well on the road, and especially with Jordan Love now. Even though he did great at Chicago, Chicago's a mess. So you're definitely taking Atlanta, and certainly with the points at 1.5, they're favored by 1.5. I will also take the Bills over the Raiders in Buffalo. There, the Raiders are a mess now with Jacoby Myers iffy in the concussion protocol, and Josh Allen. He's going to be coming out firing because of everything that went down there Monday night in the Meadowlands. So then we have Baltimore at Cincy in one of these great division rivalry matchups. Cincy, is going to come out firing as well. I like Cincy at home, even though it's against Baltimore. I do like Cincy at home. I think Joe Burrow's going to come out and just start blowing everybody up because he has something to prove after that disastrous open last week at Cleveland. So Seattle at Detroit. Detroit, remember, was blown out of the playoffs scenarios last year by Seattle. So add that plus Detroit's amazing opening win at KC that I missed. Totally. I would take Detroit at home. The points seem a little bit fat, but I would still go with Detroit straight up for sure. Tennessee, the Chargers are at Tennessee. I do like Justin Herbert, even though on the road here. Tannehill is just not whom he used to be, and Justin Herbert, he's going to come out and he's going to have vengeance on that loss at home last week to the Dolphins. So I like the Chargers on the road there. Chicago at Tampa Bay. Chicago again is just a totally disaster. I said last week that Tampa Bay was a disaster, and then they go up to Minnesota and destroy Minnesota. So I do like Tampa Bay at home though, with their crowd, and Chicago. Justin Fields, that experiment is just a failure completely. So I would definitely take Tampa Bay at home, and certainly with the points at 2.5. KC at Jacksonville. Cannot see KC going 0-2 here, even though the venue is in Jacksonville and you've got Duval County there with all their great fans. I do think that KC will pull it out there. Travis Kelce, again, still iffy, but I do like KC. The line is 3.5. I'm thinking I'm seeing like a 3-point KC win there, in my humble opinion. Again, this is all just for entertainment purposes only. No gambling involved. Indy at Houston in another divisional matchup. I do like Indy on the road here. Houston is still kind of a wreck. I'm not thinking that the Colts can take over that one. I'm sorry, I don't think that the Texans can take over that one. And Indy's going to be able to prevail. They did hold really close to Jacksonville last week, so I'm liking that. Our late games on Sunday brings us San Fran at LA. Very fat line here. The Rams destroyed. Well, they didn't destroy them, but they shocked the world by defeating Seattle last week. So I would certainly take San Fran, but I think the line is way too fat. I would take them straight up. The Giants at Arizona. This one's going to be kind of a head scratcher. Arizona really is not anything worth a bet for sure. And the Giants just got mutilated at home last week, being blown out, shutout at home there on Sunday Night Football. So I would probably take the home team here, even though the Giants are favored by 4. The Jets at Dallas. Definitely going to take Dallas. Without Aaron Rodgers, the Jets are the same Jets that they were last year, pretty much, except with the exception of those personnel that came over from Green Bay. But I don't see. I can't even remember his name now. What's his name? The quarterback for the Jets. I don't see him stepping in and filling the void, especially on the road at Dallas. Their home opener. Those fans will be rabid. We've got Washington at Denver. I like Denver at home. Washington is okay, but I think Washington is not going to be able to handle that ruckus crowd there at Mile High, and certainly with Russell Wilson, he's going to be coming out and looking to avenge last week's loss. And then you got Miami at New England. I like Miami on the road, definitely against New England. Bill Belichick is not Bill Belichick without Tom Brady back behind the center. So I would definitely take Miami, and in fact I would take Miami with the points here at 3. I think that they'll prevail by 4 or even more than that, a touchdown, let's say. And then Monday night gives us 2 Monday night games. You got another 2 more actually divisional games. You've got the Saints at the Carolina Panthers. Definitely going to take the Saints here. Panthers just don't have the firepower to keep up with Derek Carr and the Saints on the in Monday night there. And then the nightcap shows the Browns at the Steelers. And I'm going to go with the home team here. I think that the Steelers will be coming out with something to prove. Cleveland last week, even though they beat the Bengals at home at home in the rain, I really think that the Steelers will come out and have something to prove, especially after them being demolished by San Fran last week. Thanks, everyone. Again, just remember, it's for entertainment purposes only. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you again next week for Week 3 picks.